Hi there, this is Samo the Pot Gardener and my second video. Hope you enjoy it. Hi, this is my second video. See, had a shave. Wife told us to, so I will be. And so this is my second video, as I say. I'm going to talk about two of my crops. One is my parsnips and the other my onions. First, my parsnips. I have two batches going. One I sowed approximately around about Christmas of last year, and the second one I only sowed them about two weeks ago, just to try and drag out the period at which I'll have me parsnips. So I'll quickly show you my two batches that I've got going. Right, well, my first one is Tender and True. They are a nice looking parsnip by the picture. I just hope they taste nice. I mean, these take quite a while to grow. I mean, I'm actually going to be growing these for Christmas, my Christmas dinner this year. So you can see there, they're looking really nice and healthy. As you can see, there's, trying to zoom in a bit. Let's see there. They are, as you can see, very close together. Some people might even cry out, what on earth has he grown them this close for? Well, my opinion is I'm not growing these for sure, so I want to try and grow as many as I can, even if that means growing them close together. But I'm not growing them for size, so if they don't grow out huge, then that's okay. As long as I get decent parsnips, I'll be happy. And as you can see, that's a very happy plant. As you can see, it's in a get the watering can out there. Whoops. As you can see, there's the tub it's in, a pot or container. It's one of them potato grow bags. Actual depth there is only about 12 inches. As I say, I'm not growing them for the length or for the huge size, but I think that size there will produce average parsnips. That will certainly do me. The good thing about these, whoops, is that you can always, oh, the thing's fallen all over, is you can raise them up, so eventually it can become, you could have about 24 inches in height with that, maybe even more, but that's deep enough for me. So that's me Tender and True. And if I go over to my other one, which is in here, which is this one. Now, as you can see, if I come back, that is about 15-16 inches deep, that one. So there you go. It's a bit deeper, certainly deep enough for me. I thought I'd give these a bit deeper, see if it makes a difference in case the other ones didn't turn out. And as you can see, fortnight, people say they have trouble germinating these parsnips, but for some reason have no problem with them. I've picked a lot of seedlings out just so that they're more spaced out, but if I zoom right in, as you can see, there's absolutely loads coming through, and I might even have to thin them out a bit more. But yeah, that's the parsnips, doing very well as seedlings. As I say, all I need to do is water them, because in the bags I put Verve general purpose compost with a bit of volcanic dust, the magic mineral dust that you say advertised. I thought I'd give it a go. It wasn't that expensive, and that's about it really. I haven't put any supplements in because I've been told parsnips like to be starved, and the reason behind that is if you starve them, the roots will go deeper and deeper to try and find food, and hence you get bigger parsnips. So I'm giving that a go. This is the first time I've grown parsnips, so I thought I'd do well. Certainly they start off well, and again, if I go back to the ones I've grown for 3-4 months, certainly still look healthy. So I'll try and give them as much sun as I can, but it's a bit cramped now that everything's in full flow. But we'll see how it goes. As I say, seem to be healthy enough, so time will tell. So that's my parsnips. Next one is onions. Now, I'm growing quite a few onions. If I go, oops, sorry about that. If I come right back so you can see my garden plot, basically, as you can see, that's one of my greenhouses, 6x4s, there's my other 6x4, and all of them are my onions. Now all together I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 tubs or potato grow bags or vegetable planter bags full. Now with me onions, particularly say this one here, that out of the way, as you can see, that is a matter of, well, it's about 6 to 8 inches deep, which I've grown them before, and they're quite happy just being that deep, just enough for the roots to grip onto something and to grow. Some of them, the one next to it is a bit deeper, but generally I'm happy with that one. I apologise, I'm tripping over everything here. So I'm growing various types of onions. This is a mixture of various ones. I've basically got 3 different types. One type, I'll go around here, are these fellas, which as you see, if I zoom in, are growing well. They're certainly getting there. Certainly getting there. Starting to swell up nicely. Same with them. They're starting to zoom up and plump nicely. These are the ones I've had from sets, and I started them about October last year, and these are special ones that you're supposed to plant over winter, grow them a little bit, they survive the winter. I've had them in my greenhouse, so we're protected from the bad frosts we've had and the strong winds. And then once the warm weather starts again, they grow, and as you can see, well, it's hard to come back far enough, but as you can see, they are all doing great guns. Very pleased with them. The only problem I've been having with some of them is that, particularly the red ones, they have gone, they went to seed. So for example, trying to find one that I've chopped the head off. Typical one, yeah. Here. This fella here. This one here. Move him out of the way. As you can see, he was doing great guns. Doing there. And then this thing here. I took the flower off to stop it from developing anymore, but the flower was starting to develop on that one. And the same on that one there. As you can see there, that was where the flower head was starting to develop, so I cut it off. I'm leaving them in until I'm ready to use them, which will be soon. Spag bowl, didn't even but a few dishes, but once they've gone to seed, then really you've got to use them up. And as I say, it seems to just be a problem I've had with the red ones. There are white ones. For example, most of them in this one are white. And in this one, I've never had any that have gone to seed. And the same goes for all the ones that are around there. It looks an absolute mess. But the green, they're healthy, and if they're happy, which I think they are, then I'm happy. And again, if you look, you can see that, you know, they are planted very close together, probably closer than most other gardeners would probably have them. For example, that one there is very close to that one. Basically, I grow them so they're about a fist size, and there's enough room in there for them to get that big, because in my opinion you want to use an onion about fist size for most things. If it's any bigger, you end up leaving it and it dries up and it becomes useless and you throw it away, which is a waste. So I grow them, as I say, this swelling quite nicely, so something a little bit bigger than that. It's hard to tell you the size, but you know, that's about 2 inches, but obviously it's only May, so there's quite a few months yet for them to get even bigger. So the red ones are electric, And the white ones were Troy, and I've sown about 4 tubs with them. I've done very nicely. So come around. So in this one I have Ailsa Craig, which I've started from seed this year, and it's doing rather well. As I say, they're nowhere near the size of the sets, but they're very green, very healthy and thriving. So I think they're doing very well. Ailsa Craig, so they'll hopefully develop quickly, produce some decent ones. Again, they probably look very close, but as I say, I don't grow them to be huge. I grow them to be practical. The ones in here and in this tub, by the way, all these tubs, as I say, are only about 6-8 inches deep, and well, that just shows you don't need it to be very deep for them to be happy. So mine is certainly happy. But those 2 tubs there, that one and that one, Stuttgart Horizon, a largish onion, but as I say, as long as it produces decent ones, I'm happy. And the last of my onions are in here. In fact, I'll go around the other side. Just bear with me. There you go. Again, this tub, if anything, is only about 6 inches at most. But there you go. That's them there. And these are really doing well. These are Bedfordshire onion, and I started these a bit sooner than the Ailsa Craig, and as I say, these are even better. They absolutely look really healthy, doing really well. I've had a few bit of a strong wind today, so they're a bit sloppy at the minute. Just build it up a little bit, but yeah, looking really healthy. Looking really good. Green, strong leaves, doing very well. So, in summary, parsnips over there doing, I think, rather well. We've got parsnips in that tub, the ceilings, which you can just about see, and then finally the 100 or so onions, because I think all in all, whether they're from sets, which are way ahead of the others, or from seed, which is them, then that's the lot. Again, most of what's in the onion pots are just Verve general purpose compost with some onion fertiliser granules sprinkled in, and that's been it really. and water, of course, to forget the watering. They're doing very well. So that's about it. So I think that's okay. Yeah. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. That's how I do my onions and my parsnips. As I say, I don't grow them to be huge. I grow them to be eaten. So I've done it for a couple of years this way. Onions have come out nice. Absolutely beautiful if you can grow them fresh. Much better than the supermarket. So give it a go. As I say, you don't need much. A couple of grow 3 planters for a tenner, medium cube, a bit of compost, and a bit of food. And onions, easy to grow. You just stick them in. If it's a set, stick them in. Next year, if I'm still making these videos, I will show you how I do, or how I plant the sets, and how I do the seeds. But so far, they're doing really well. Pleased with them. And the parsnips, which are the first time I've done them this year, and they seem to be doing rather well. So hopefully, I'll have some nice parsnips for Christmas dinner this year. That's about it. As I say, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave comments, subscribe, like, dislike. But at the end of the day, I hope you've enjoyed it. So it's me signing off. And who am I? I'm Samuel the Pot Gardener. See you later.